What's up, everybody? It's me, your girl, Tommy for short. I'm glad you could join me today on this wonderful evening. I'm going to eat some dinner. I may or may not eat all of this. I've been holding out to eat and talk and chat with you guys. But I got a little appetite. Plus, seafood is like my fave. Like, it's absolutely my fave. We just got some shrimp, some corn on the cob, and some snow crab legs. I also have here some sort of, I think it's like a strawberry banana fruit drink. Don't get me mixed up. I have some Old Bay because sometimes I need some extra seasoning. Just depends on how spicy I like to go or how spicy I want to go. Like I said, I worked up a little bit of an appetite, so I'm going to eat. I'm going to kick it and talk with you guys. I got some stuff I want to talk about. You guys can feel more than free to join me in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend that will tell a friend that will tell a friend that will tell another friend. You already know how I feel. And meet me here at the same time next week on Tommy's Take, definitely. But let's get started without further ado. I'm going to go ahead and eat. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and make it like this is just going to be a pretty situation. I'm a pretty girl, but I don't eat so pretty. But anyway, we're gonna get down to this. So I hope everybody enjoyed a weekend and everything like that. I did. I hung out with some friends, nice and safe. And Sam, I know a lot of y'all are like dippers. I'm not a dipper. I'm like an Old Bay girl. I don't have to have like garlic butter, lemon rain, all that other stuff. I don't need that. I'm straight down to the get down, and that's how I like to do mine. But yeah, I don't need much to kind of get my crab fest going. Anyways, let's chat. So, what shows have y'all been watching? What y'all been paying attention to? What's on y'all DVR? What's on your Fire Stick? Whatever you got. What's on there? What you got cracking? Have anybody tapped into this, what is it? The Power Playbook? I guess it's like the sequel to Power. I like it. I think it's different because I guess they couldn't ride the ghost wave like forever. Somebody else was gonna have to step in and handle business. So I guess that's the role that they're giving his son Tariq or whatever. So it's different. I do think that Tasha is pushing it. I mean, I hate to sound so judgmental, but it's just certain predicaments I wouldn't put mine in. It's just things you can't do for me. But to each his own. I say let the kids be kids. Maybe I'm old school. I don't know. But that's definitely how I feel about it. Let the kids be kids. Stop trying to grow them up so fast. Here we go, y'all. Stop trying to grow them up so fast. He not his father. You know, that kind of vibe. Like, this is huge. But they be so juicy. So succulent. Really good. He's not his father. I'm sure he don't have any intentions on being his father. Let the boy live life. I just feel like we do a lot of things out of families. I mean, in families out of obligation. And I don't know. He's still a kid. And I'm very, I've always felt very strongly about children being children. He's still a kid. He shouldn't have that type of weight on his shoulders. But you know how young boys are about their mother. So you can only imagine how he's feeling and how he's coming. So, I mean, to each his own. But the show is okay to me. Overall, I like the show. I think it's a good twist. You know, a good transition into the new show. Also, what about that? Here go the real work. What about that P-Valley? Have y'all been watching P-Valley? Okay. So, the season just ended. I hope everybody's all caught up. Excellent show. I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know. It's just such a unique show. Like, such a unique storyline. It's like, dang, like stuff you only read about, you know? But now they got it on TV, so you can see about it too. That kind of vibe. But it's like unbelievable that all this is just airing on TV for me. But I love the show. I think it is epic, and I think it's so raunchy. It's so funny, but so factual. Like, I believe a lot of that stuff is just how it is, especially with the stuff about, that's good. Like, you know, you get that little crab juice and it's just spicy and seasoned all at the same time. That was good. So anyway, you know, I just feel like it's really happening in the world. People, you know, really live life like this. They really have to do these things to make a living or to figure these things out. And you used to didn't see these things on TV. Or used to be taboo. I mean, it's stars. It's just not any old channel. Don't get me wrong, but it's still on TV. And that's just different. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if, you know, that's what most people expect to turn to, you know, in a living room. But it's surprising to me that it is on TV. But it is so good. I was trying not to break that, but I just had to break it. That flavor bomb. She did that. So anyway, it just surprises me that it's just on your TV like that at home. I think the show is so dope though. I really enjoy it. I think it's funny, but yet still like true to form. It got drama, comedy, everything. Y'all let me know. I'm about to move this a little closer so I can stop playing with my food. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments. I think it's real dope, real different. My favorite characters are, I love me some Miss Autumn Night. There's something about that mystery girl, you know, like that keep you guessing. I love me some Autumn Night. That girl remind me in the face of Drea Michelle a little bit. Yes, it just happened and I just took it off live. But she remind me in the face of Drea Michelle a little bit, the Autumn Night girl. I also like Candace, Mercedes. But for me, as much as I like her, I feel like I've seen her type of character somewhere before. So I like her character, but I don't think it's as interesting because I feel like we've seen her story a little bit before. Not so much like what's going on with her and her mama, but just like other things, like, you know, her whole background as to how she's a stripper, she don't have her daughter, just typical stuff. So I like her, but I won't say I'm crazy about Mercedes' storyline. Uncle Clifford, he's got to be my hands dirty. Absolutely. Don't even start. They dirty. Yes, they are. I'm doing something now, and I hate the women in your face, but y'all know I talk with my hands. Now, Uncle Clifford, he's the real GOAT. That's the real OG. Okay. As hard as he is on them girls, he loves them girls. I love that about the show. It gives a different aspect. So I definitely like that about the show too. But Uncle Clifford probably is my fave. Okay? Like my fave on the whole show. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoying that or whatever. Like, I'm enjoying these crabs, and I enjoyed every episode. I had to binge watch because I was not up to date with it at all. Everybody kept talking about it, posting about it, everything. And I was like, oh, whatever. Oh, whatever, another pole show. Oh, whatever, another pole show. But no, it's more than your average pole show. Very good stuff. Somebody out there living that life for real. A lot of somebody's, actually. But, I hope y'all enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I love it. Bit much for TV for me, but I do love the show. Put your kids to bed. Kiss your grandma. And turn on P-Valley. It's one of them, y'all. But, I also wanted to talk to y'all about, I watched this pastor. And, the things he says, it really resonates with me. And it gets me thinking on other levels, even outside of spiritual, you know. It helps me peak spiritually, but it also made me think about, you know, other things, right? So he had a sermon, or he was preaching about something or another, and he said, I don't want to quote him, but basically the moral of the story was to be planted and not buried. So, like I said, this was spiritual completely. But if you take it in the other text, it doesn't have to be. And sometimes, like I said, I have a tendency of doing that. I don't think of anything just one way. No situation, no scenario, no circumstance. There's always more than one way. So it resonated in me, what he was saying. Be planted and not buried. And I found myself talking to somebody about something I had gone through and something I see a lot of people go through. And as a metaphor, I slipped up and said, because you want to be planted and not buried. And I knew just what I meant. And the person knew just what I meant, because they knew what we were talking about and they knew where the conversation was going. So they knew just what I meant. But I said, wait a minute now. I done took the word of God and really put my own spin on it and grabbed something else extra from that little message. Did I just say, because you want to be planted and not buried? Yes, I did. And I meant it. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Like, so I know you're like, what are you talking about? Planted and not buried? Or maybe you saw the sermon and you saying to yourself, I'm sorry, something in my eye. Y'all saw the sermon and you saying to yourself, tomorrow, what could you possibly mean by that outside of what the pastor had to say? I feel like in this day and age, in doing business and relationships, friendships, all that stuff, we're having more of a tendency to be buried instead of being planted. And I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I feel like that's the weak way, you know? I feel like we all have so much more to offer than that. I just hurt myself, you know? And to be planted and not buried. The moral of this story is, put somebody on. Put somebody in position. Put somebody in a better situation or a better circumstance. Be their gym. I'm not saying do their legwork, do their research, you know, take more time on their interest or whatever it is that you guys have going on than they are. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying, be a crutch, be a stepping stone to people. I feel like we more or less bury people than we plant them. Prime example. And there's nothing wrong with this aspect of it too. Because I see a lot of people selling everything. Oh, the master class on this. The master class on that. If you think that's your value, fair, fine. But what about that really great person out there that probably can't afford a master class for everything they need to learn? Or a curriculum for everything they need to learn? Is it such a sin to give some of that information away? Or like, is it such a sin, you know, if you know something that I don't, nourish me on it. Put me on. Don't get me a fish. Teach me how to fish. That's exactly with what planted and not bury is to me. I just feel like we bury people. We have them work under us for forever, making nothing, when we could really teach them the game and help them grow. What are we scared of? A little competition? You understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like we're doing a lot of burying each other. We've been lifting it up a little more as far as supporting Black businesses and things like that. So I definitely get that aspect of it. But it's more, it goes a little further than that to me. Because yeah, we're supporting Black businesses, but what about those Black people that don't own their own business and they still want to work? And if you don't come in and buy something, they can't feed their kids either. Other little Black kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if somebody would have taught them a trade or helped them with something they were interested in, or extended themselves a little more, or if the more seasoned girl at the job, if Mercedes would have took Autumn under her wing, you know what I'm saying? If she would have planted her, if they would have got to know each other a little more sooner and a little more better, instead of, oh, this is the new girl coming in, I'm not going to put her on. She light-skinned, she cute. I'm not going to put her on. I'm going to bury her. You know? Plant her. Plant her. Watch her grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I partly even think that's where the term stay fed is coming from. We ain't talking about crab legs. Stay fed. You know, if you're not feeding somebody information, if you're not feeding them love, if you're not feeding them purity, if you're not feeding them support, what are you really doing? What are we really doing? Like, we really have to plant one another and stop being so afraid instead of burying one another. I can't say that like too many, like, any more times, because it's serious to me. Like, that's like something I've really witnessed. That's something I've been subjected to. We're gonna squeeze a story time in there. One time I was working with this lady, and this is when I thought I wanted to be in the healthcare field for real. Oh God. And I'm like, she's like, well, I'm starting a business, yada yada yada. And I was like, yeah, I'm interested in this and I'm interested in that. Now, I've never been keen on just working for somebody. So of course I expressed to the woman that my objectives was to eventually run my own group home or my own nursing home or whatever. So I definitely, you know, was looking to get information, leads, know how to start the process. Because this lady was actually a friend of mine. And then we just got on a business note. So as a friend, of course, you're thinking like, you're doing something that I'm already interested in. Like crazy. I'm pushing it. I'm active on it. I'm not just talking about it. I'm actually doing the things that I need to do to put this into place and make it successful. I know you're going to give me some gems. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to teach me the ropes. No brainer. So I felt like I had 2 feet in the door, because one, I was going to be working with a friend that already knew the game. So she was going to put me on, right? 2, yeah, I would be working my way up to my own business, but I'm starting and nourishing my friend's business. That's how I was thinking of it. Shoot, technically, I guess I was thinking of it as I was planting her. Yeah, I'll come work for you. You know, I'll help you start up your business. Somebody you can trust, rely on, depend on. And in return, you know, you can nourish me and, you know, put me in a better position as far as what I want to do with my life and where I want to take this business, right? So it didn't work out that way because she never had any intentions on teaching me anything about the business. She wanted me to work for her for forever. She wanted me, she wanted me to pick up all her slack and be somebody she could count on, but she wasn't going to be around, or she wasn't going to nourish the idea of my own. And she was burying me. She was burying me. She had no intentions on planting me or keeping me fed to watch me grow, feeding me with information, making me more valuable. She had no intentions. So I just feel like we gotta do better as far as that. Take somebody under your wing. You will feel a lot better taking somebody under your wing versus being intimidated that maybe they could do just as well as you. You know, because it's a lane for everybody. We don't have to compete. We don't have to have no competition out here. That's how I feel. Like, we just don't. It's enough for everybody. Like, if I could get it, you could get it. That's just how it is. I'm getting full, y'all. The talking, and I made a mess of my plate. Like, seriously, I didn't have a trash by me, but talking so much and trying to eat, I guess you just get full. So anyway, because if I wasn't talking, I've been flushed through this and it would have been no thing. But anyway, you know, so y'all make sure whatever you do, the people you're surrounding yourself with, the opportunities that people give you or that you create for others, that you really have their best interest at heart. You're interested in their growth. You're interested in their capabilities. And you're interested in nourishing them, keeping them fed, because anybody can pay somebody, you know? But some of the information you get as the apprentice, for lack of a better word, is, it's priceless. So just know that it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to support people's minds and people in so many other ways. And I just really wanted to say that because that was something on my heart. And not only that, we're in a culture right now where everything takes support. This YouTube channel, your Instagram, your Facebook, your podcast, you know, your shoe line, your hair company, your bra line, your, I don't know, jewelry company. Whatever you got going on, you need support. And you need somebody to keep you fed, whether you know it or not. And we can all do that for each other. And I know y'all like, tomorrow I just think we're going to be one happy family. No, but I do think that all these black businesses, we're not going to stay open. We're not going to stay running. We're not going to stay successful if we're more interested in burying each other than planting each other. Make sure if you own a black business, you're really giving your staff proper training. You're really finding out what they want to do with their experience. And if there's any way you can extend yourself or help them, you will. When I used to work a 9 to 5, and I used to work a 9 to 5, and when I used to go on interviews, they were really surprised because normally the company asks you, I just hit myself with that. Normally the company will ask you, well, why do you think we should select you? What do you What can you bring to the company? Child, I got so fed up with 9 to 5s, I started asking them that. Well, what do you feel like you can bring to my life? What attributes do you feel as though you can compliment me with in skills? Like, I wanted to know, what do you have to offer me, you know, outside of monetary value? What's here for me? You know, how else will you feed me? So think about that when you're hiring people, when you have interns, even your younger siblings, when they running errands for you, doing things for you. Don't just hand them a couple dollars. Show them what you're doing. Show them how to do it. Plant them. You know? It's also a form of generational wealth as well. Because what you have in your mind and in your skill set is more valuable than anything. They can't take it. They can't burn it. It's not tangible whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? So, plant somebody, y'all. Like, plant somebody. Of course, we plant our kids and all that good stuff. I mean, somebody else. Be something for somebody else. Back to P-Valley. And then I'm going to get on out of here because I done got full. And I think y'all get the point. And I'm making a huge mess. But I love crabs, y'all. This ain't to be cute. This is to kick it and be myself. And I hope y'all could appreciate that. I've been telling y'all that since, like, I don't know, 4 videos ago. But anyway. Remember at the end, Autumn Night walked in that auction. And she bid all that money. I actually think it was all her money. She did not have to do that. And at the end, she says, she slaps Uncle Clifford's hand and she says, yeah, partner, the bank is about to open back up tonight for business. She planted him. She could have took that man club, walked off, forgot all he done for her. But she chose not to. It was hers. She don't owe that man a thing. She could have walked off with it. She could have run with it. She could have knocked it down, still sold it to the casino. Whatever she wanted to do with it, she could have done. But instead of burying him, burying his spirit, burying his dreams, she preferred to say, you know what, we're going to do this together. Each one teach one. You know, if you know better, you do better. So she said, we are partners. Now, I'm not saying you got to be partners with everybody. But prime example, she planted him. She planted him. She didn't bury him. It was more important for her to have somebody make it with her than her just making it on her own. You know? Give somebody else this very same thing she wants. Success, knowledge, wisdom. She gave somebody those very same things that she would want. Security. So, again, plan somebody, y'all. Plan somebody. This week, plant somebody. With your spirit, with your mind, with anything but your pockets. Plant somebody. Be more than revenue. My daughter's supposed to be asleep. I think I'm hearing her cry. I'm full. So I'm going to go. I didn't eat half as much as I thought I was going to eat. But I might dip back in as I'm watching some TV or something later. But I appreciate y'all. For stopping by and chatting with me. And let's finish this discussion in the comments. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Tommy, Tommi, number 4, short. And I'm gonna clean some of this up, including myself. And I'm gonna check with y'all next time. But remember the message, seriously. And try it. You will feel so great. And imagine what the person receiving that gift will feel like. What? Change somebody's life. Get y'all butt out there and change somebody's life. Okay? I ain't saying save her, but change your life. It'll change your life. It will. You will feel like gold. Just knowing that you got a different kind of purpose, you know? You build people up with more than just bucks. Bucks is their money. But anyway, I'm out of here. Later. So thirsty. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.